uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go now. Striker, 3-3. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
On play action, Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here's Mariota.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's going to keep this again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Mariota. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mariota.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's the second straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Mariota. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mariota. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. Mariota again. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us
to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. That's caught left side by Judy. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now Mariota. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mariota to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with Foreman. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's good to make it 17-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. Oh, that's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready, break.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wide open. Real green. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
6, 7. Down right.
Throwing now is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mariota now from the 50. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Mariota checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 4th down, Mariota. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Touchdown, Carolina! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least 1 tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Lance now to throw. And he's got it. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down and goal. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing, Mariota. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mariota on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit. The guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Marshall coming in motion right. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's Foreman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here comes Marshall in motion right.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down touchdown is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. On play action, Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have...
Marcus Mariota, nobody's going to catch him. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there's a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin puts it on. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mariota here to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
On second down, Mariota again. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing here, Mariota.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches.